And there you go. There you go. So welcome to OUJ session number 4,322. Started in the COVID year of our Lord 2020. And we're doing folk songs, Folk-americana, which of course, the first song is definitely Folk-americana. Richard Shendell is a premier Folk-americana known artist in that genre, so I feel okay about that. I don't know if the second song is Beeswing, but once again, we have a song from Richard Thompson, who is clearly not an American, but the song itself has a feel. The story of love lost, love won, love lost again, of an American fable. So that's good. And we've got Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie. So if that's not Folk-americana, I don't know what is. That's quintessential Folk-americana. But first, let's do an exercise. So Roy Sakuma, is this Royce? Roy Sakuma, author, is based in Hawaii, and he has run the Hawaiian Ukulele Festival for 50 years. He and his wife and has run a music school. And so he knows something about teaching. So he gets his students at a very, now understand this, at a very young age. So for some of us, that's a disqualifier. And this exercise may be a disqualifier, but it is the exercise of all exercises. And so we know that, let's do this. Let me do this. Going into the OUJ action cam. We know that the nut, this little ivory thing at the top of the neck, it is basically the beginning of our bar chords. It's what's making the rest of the strings make the noises that they can. So when we move our index finger down and we bar it on the first fret, we have essentially moved the nut down to the first fret. When we move it to the second fret for B minor 7, we've moved it down. So we're just replacing the nut at different stages along the neck of the ukulele. So if you do your C scale, which is open C, second fret, C string D, open E, first fret F, first fret, second string F, third fret, second string G, open bottom string or open A, second fret on the A string, B, and then third fret on the A string, C. That's your C scale. So if you could shove that nut down to the first fret, you would play the exact same notes, but you would be playing your C sharp scale. And so when you put your index finger, and I'm holding it down with my middle finger to give it a little bit more emphasis. Actually, I'm holding it down with 2 extra fingers to give it a little emphasis. I'm now playing in the C sharp scale. And if I go to that third string, second fret, it is truly the third fret, but because we've moved the nut, we've moved our finger down, it's still the second fret. I've got that open, and I have played the same C scale, but just 1 fret down. And so that was barring the first fret, and then playing, instead of the second fret for my D, I'm playing on the third fret. And then instead of an open E string, I'm playing the E string with it being barred on the first fret. And then the first second string on the second fret, but it's barred. And so that becomes my F. And my G has moved down to the fourth fret. And my open A string is really something else, A sharp. But I'm just hitting it open with that barred first fret. And then I'm going where I would play my B and then my C. But instead of the second fret and third fret, because I've got it barred, I'm playing third fret and fourth fret. And then you can go backward. And so what happens is, and then you shake it all off because you're thinking, oh my God, how many of these is he going to do? Shake it all off. So then so that was C sharp. Now all of a sudden you can play a D scale. You bar on the second fret. So it's open is your C scale. First fret barred, same strings, C sharp, and then second fret is your D scale. So all of a sudden you can play C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, all the way down the neck using the same position from the nut as you would on your C scale. But what happens is it forces you to use your middle, your ring, and your pinky. So all of a sudden, he's got all his students going on the D scale, second fret. The exact same strings and notes that I was playing off of the C scale, off of the open neck. But now I've got it barred on the second fret, and I'm playing all of those notes with the bar and with my other three fingers. So you could tell if you went and what he does, which is diabolical. And I don't have the finger strength to do this. What he does is he has the students play it forwards and backwards, move down a fret, play the scale forwards and backwards, move down a fret. And I think they go to either the 8th or the 9th fret. He has them do it backwards, back up the neck. So that's almost criminal. I don't know how he's gotten away with it, but it is an incredible exercise to force you to do notes that you know in a position that you know, but do them with your other three fingers. So that's kind of fun. That's not for everyone, I understand. And so the other way to approach it is if you, let's say for the D scale, for the second fret, if you put your finger down, your index finger down on that third string, second fret, as if it was all barred, but all you have to do is put your index finger down there. Then reach out with your middle finger to do the third string, fourth fret. Then move your index finger down to that second string, second fret. And then that's what would be your open E if it was open, but it's not. I forget what it is, D maybe, no, F sharp. That's what it is.
Bob, your uke is cutting out. Do you have your
I
thing,
I get so excited. I get so excited.
I got it was just
How's that?
beginning.
How's that?
Terrific.
Yeah, I get so excited. So anyway, without barring, you can just move your index finger down and do second string, second fret. Reach out with your ring for that third string, fourth fret. Move your index down to the second string, second fret. Put your middle finger down for that second string, third fret. Reach your pinky out for that second string, fifth fret. So it's all the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, down to the first string, second fret. And then that's your A, B, C, first string, second fret, then ring finger on that fourth fret, and then pinky on the fifth fret. And if you play them backwards, you can keep all your fingers in place and just remove. What was that? That's not right. Yeah, that's right. 5, 3, 2. And what is that? 4, 2. And so that's your D scale without having to bar it. And now you can use fingers like you normally would use them, but it doesn't give you quite the same workout. So my recommendation would be for the exercise, maybe not start on the first fret. Maybe that's the hardest one to press down and keep down. Maybe start at either the third or the fifth fret and just see if you can do the fifth and the sixth. And just shake it all off and just see if you can do that once or twice a day. But that's kind of a classic bar chord scale. And then somebody will say, how did you know so many scales? Well, it's actually the same scale. You're just moving your bar up as you go. And then if you really got really tricky and fancy with it, you would start to learn those notes and what notes you're actually playing, and then you could call them out. So instead of C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And then you would learn the notes on the C sharp scale and learn the notes on the D scale. So anyway, that's a gift, and you're welcome to use it or discard it instantly. Let's go look at Mary Magdalen before it gets too late in the day. Let's do that. Probably going to come right back to the action cam in a minute. We'll see. We will see. Just gonna fuss with the who you get to see and who you don't. Who are you gonna call? Uke busters. Oh, by the way, we had a conversation offline. A couple of people did write in about the new t-shirt selection. If you have any skills in t-shirt design, we've got the logos. We just need a little bit more to go with it. Ballad of Mary Magdalen, Richard Schindel. Some of you who are subscribed to our Facebook group might have seen that I posted Dar Williams. It's interesting that Richard wrote this. It's written in a female voice. He's not a female. He does a fabulous job with the song. But for the first album that I ever heard it on, Cry, 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 he was pairing up with Dar Williams and Lucy Kaplansky, and he gave it to Dar to sing. And so I posted that on our Facebook page. And she actually sings it from Palestine, I think, or maybe Jerusalem. So it's very cool and very well done. And she is a fabulous folk singer, Folk-americana singer. Two beats each mostly. When I get to the G minor 7, not that I want to be fancy, but there's something that's satisfying about sliding it up to the 3rd fret. And instead of doing a regular C with my ring finger, that I slide that G minor 7 form and I play a modified C on the 3rd fret. So I would play it's got a real satisfying sound to it. My name is Mary Magdalen. When I get to 4 beats, I might stop with the 2-beat strum. Instead of 2 beats, I might go into a regular modified Highland strum, nice and slow. Down, down, up, up, down. I come from Palestine. If you look down the right side of the sheet, you're going to see that G minor 7 C slash over and over and over again, maybe 9 times, 10 times, and that's 1 beat each. So G minor 7 C F, G minor 7 C F. I said something in the notes about we're going to do an exercise, and then there may be other acoustic that pop up at any moment, and this is one of them. G minor C F. Try that. Try going down to the 3rd fret and see how difficult it is to get back to the F. G minor C F. G minor C F. Or try it just with the regular C. G minor C F. That's almost a little bit more jumping around than sliding down and coming back. If you come back and you keep your G minor, your index finger, clamped down on those first 2 strings, then all you have to do is pop up a little bit to form the F. So that's kind of interesting. G minor C F. Please excuse these rags on me. And this B flat major 7 is just your E minor shape coming straight off of your F chord or F note, where you would start your F chord. Beautiful chord. Come from, where is it? Da, 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 da. Falling on, falling on, falling on, hard times. Oh, now you go G minor on that 2nd line, end of the 2nd line, you go G minor 7. If you slid down, where is it? 3rd fret. The next line starts with G minor 7, so you just slide it right back. Long, and slide it again. Long ago, and slide it again. I had my work. So it's like G minor 7, C, G minor 7, C. But if you slid it, wait a second. So it's G minor 7, slide. This is like line dancing. Slide, slide back, slide forward, slide back, and pop up. It's line dancing combined with calisthenics. Pop up, jump up, G minor 7, B flat major 7. I was in my prime, G minor 7 slide. But I gave it up and all for love. It was his career or mine. Jesus loved me, this I know. Why on earth? G minor. Open 3, 2, no, yeah. Open 2, 3, 1. Oh my goodness. G minor 7 and a G minor in the same song. That's confusing, but it works. Did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, he was always kind, but he walked off. And again, with the G minor 7 to B flat major 7, you're just popping back up off of that G minor 7 into that E minor shape. With this heart of mine. So that's, you got all the verses. That's the melody for all the verses. That's the melody for the chorus. And so that's the whole song. It just repeats, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. When we get to the end, you repeat the second line of the chorus. You had just finished, he was always faithful, he was always kind, but he walked off with this heart of mine. And you go back to, he was always faithful, he was always kind. So you do that twice. Walked off with this heart of mine. And then you drop down to the outro. And on the outro, I'd like to do so here's another euphonic moment. F, D minor. Can you go from D minor to G minor 7 on the third? And back to the first? And to the third? That's kind of fun. F, D minor. Because what I want to do eventually on the very last F is I want to take it all the way up to the 8th fret. So it would go D minor on the third, back to the first, to the third, and keep an eye on that, on your dots, on the neck of your ukulele. You're going to go down to the 8th fret, so that's not one of the dots. It's right after one of the dots. So real pretty F there down at the 8th fret, just to kind of close it out. So, and that of course would be what, Bob? That would be open, oh my, 988. Open 988, please, open 988. Now there's one more thing I want to show you. Back to the first line, first verse. My name is Mary Magdalen. So on lineman for the county, Wichita lineman, we go B flat major 7, and we take it out to the 3rd fret. And I was playing that, and I thought, is that 3rd fret, that E minor shape on the 3rd fret, is that some kind of a C chord? I wonder if you could do that, because that would be another kind of slick thing, like G minor 7 out to the 3rd. If you had B flat major 7 and took that out to the 3rd, well, that happens to be C6. And students of chords and chord diagrams might remember that sometimes we substitute C6 or C6 is the exact same thing as A minor 7. I know, you were waving your hand. You wanted to answer that. A minor 7. I know. But what's A minor 7? G, that's all open strings, G, C, E, A. So how the heck is this A minor 7, an E minor shape on the 3rd fret? Well, it happens to be C, C, E, G, A, which is G, C, E, A in a different series of notes, same notes in a different order. So it actually sounds pretty good. And so if you happen to look up, I know you're studying the chart, just got your hands gripping on the chart, but if you happen to look up, or it sounds different or whatever, it's because instead of a C, I've taken that B flat major 7 and I've just slid it down to the 3rd fret. And then you slide it right back, and again, you're in position to easily, hey, your index finger is already in place for the F. Oh, that's pretty. So really nice chord progression. I'm not particularly religious. I don't know that Richard Schindel is particularly religious, but he's a songwriter, and he had this idea, and it came out great. And so here we are. Who's got questions? Time for a drink. That's a lot of yakking. That's a lot to absorb. You're probably still on that whole bar chord exercise. I know I would be. So let's go do some line dancing. 1, 2, 3, 4. My name is Mary Magdalen. I come from Palestine. 1, 2. Please excuse these rags on men. I've fallen on a hard time. 1, 2, back long ago. Had my work when I was in my prime. But I gave it up and all for love. Was his career or mine? Jesus loved me, this I know. Why on earth did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, always kind, but he walked off with this heart of mine. I remember nights we spent whispering our creed, our rituals, our sacrament, the stars, our canopy. There beneath an olive tree, we'd offer up our plea. God's creation, innocent, his arms surrounding me. Jesus loved me, this I know. Why on earth did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, always kind, but he walked off with this heart of mine. Yeah, I'm lost, it's okay. Last verse. A love like this will come but once. This I do believe, and I'll not see his like again as I live and breathe. Sorry if I might offend, but I will never see how the tenderness I shared with him became a heresy. Jesus loved me, this I know. Why on earth did I ever let him go? He was always faithful, always kind, but he walked off with this heart of mine. He was always faithful, always kind, but he walked off with this heart of mine. Down to the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Third fret. 8th fret. Aw, that's sweet. Sweet, sweet. Doodly doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo. Sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet. Speaking of sweet, how about bee's wing? Okay, with bee's wing, you have to kind of have river dance and a penny whistle in the back of your mind. I know. You thought I was going to forget, didn't you? Well, I might still. Might. There we go. All right, okay. 4 chords. We like that in our folk-americana songs. So G, G, slash, slash is just 2 beats. Something like that. Everything else is 4 beats. 4 beats all the way through. Although, if you think of river dance, you know, it starts and stops and starts and stops and starts and stops and starts and stops. So what I've been doing for the last week is I've been practicing this. I do actually rehearse a little bit. I've been doing thumb down, up, down, up, down, as the thumb down, up, down, up, down, thumb down. But to emphasize the stop, like let's see, wasn't it? They called it the summer of love. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have trouble hitting the notes here. I was 19 when I came to town. Called it the summer of love. Yeah, so I'm going down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, rest, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, rest. And there's some obvious places, you know, like on the 3rd line, you know, fell in love with a laundry girl who was working next to me. Like that, at the end of a verse, those F's at the end of almost every verse, I'll do down, down, up, down, rest. There's no reason not to strum through it. There's no reason not to do an island strum or whatever 4-beat strum you're comfortable with, but I think the lilting sound of down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down captures the flavor of the song. If you look it up on YouTube, not Google, not Facebook, if you look it up on YouTube for different versions, there are some, you know, nice Irish bands with penny whistles and nice background sound that give it a real, more of a river dance kind of a feel to it. We don't start and stop anywhere. We don't go back to a chorus. The whole song is laid out. I could have done some stuff with it to do it a little bit differently. If you listen to Richard Thompson, I think if he gets to the end of the verse, sometimes he'll play a couple extra measures just to kind of regroup. Or I may be thinking of somebody else who I saw do a cover of it, where they'll stop every now and then and add a couple extra measures, and they don't just keep going and going and going. But this flows pretty good, I think. So the the melody do 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 do. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild, said as long as there's no price on love I'll stay. know, the chorus that is basically the chorus, and that's the same throughout. And that first, the melody of the first verse carries through all the verses. What else was I? There was something I was thinking of as I was formulating that thought, another thought. Oh, yeah. So why thumb down, up, down, up, down? I think you have more control where you can dig in. I was 19 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. Because I can grab the corner of my ukulele, the body here, and just dig in. That wasn't good, bud. Dig in with the thumb, but control it so it can be really soft. Instead of the percussive sound of my nail, which I can't, I can control it a little bit, but I think I have more control with the thumb. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow. So I can emphasize that first beat as I change chords. So that's another reason why I do the thumb. I still might do the same rhythm. If I didn't use a thumb, I might do down, down, up, down. So that's a People's Choice Award issue, and you're in the comfort of your own home. You do whatever the heck you want to. Let's see if I got enough air in me to pull this off. Any questions?
I have a question as usual.
What's happening?
At the top of the page, the G with the 2 slashes says harp strum plus down strum, but you were saying you just do 2 down strums on that G, right?
Yeah, so the chord chart, wasn't produced this, what it says, well, you're looking at the top of the page?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says harp strum plus down strum. So it would still be 2 beats and 2 strums. So I would do thumb down. So I would do C, C, thumb down, F. So that's harp strum with the thumb down.
Well, that's considered a harp strum.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
like you're playing a harp and you're drawing your thumb across the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It's
So
be-
it's
It's because
thumb
you
plus-
sound much more angelic when you use it.
Yeah, now it makes sense. It is right then. I didn't realize that was
Yeah.
a harp.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. 1. I'm not checking to see if you've muted yourself, so please do. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. I was 19 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. They were burning churches, burning flags, the hawks against the dove. I took a job in the steamy down on Cauldron Street. I fell in love with a laundry girl who was working next to me. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath. It's so wordy. Back to the chorus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, or she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. Brown hair zigzag around her face, and a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights. There was animal in her eyes. She said, young man, oh, can't you see, not the factory kind. If you don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. Well, she was a rare thing, fine fine as a bee's wing, so fine that I might crush her where she lay. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We bust around the market towns, picked fruit down in Kent. We could tinker lamps and pots and knives wherever we went. And I said that we might settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth, and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. Said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We was camping down the Gower one time, the work was pretty good. She thought we shouldn't wait for the frost, and I thought maybe we should. We was drinking more in those days, tempers reached a pitch, and like a fool I let her run with a rambling itch. Well, the last I heard, she's sleeping rough, back on the Derby beat, white horse in her hip pocket, and a wolf found at her feet. And they say she even married once, a man named Romany Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And they say her flower is faded now, hard weather and hard blues. Maybe that's just the price you pay for the change you refuse. Oh, she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing. I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste all of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, well, I wouldn't want her any other way. That was Bee's Wing. Sorry for the interruption. It's some of these songs, you know, they're just so wordy. But that happens. Let's do Best Day of My Life. And I will, yes, I will forward this downwards. So this is a song almost contemporary, 2013. So what's that got to do with Folk-americana, Bob? It's by a group called American Authors. It's kind of a folk song. So there you go. So a couple of, it's got 3 chords. This is going to be the best day of my life. Great song for a group to just start a jam and everybody get into it and just kind of have some fun, call and response. Second to the last section is, I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. And then there's the response, so, and you know, it's gonna be, and the chorus, it's gonna be the best day of my life, my life. So the whole thing has just got the real good, feel good vibe for a group. I can't sing half of it because it's all run on lyrics, and so I run out of breath, and so, you know. So I'm going to cut out some on this, so just so you know, but we'll just take a look at it. So the first thing they do is they do this long percussive thing. So I've just done a G, and then you just cover it up with your fingers. G, with a 4-beat strum. song that comes out with a whoop. I had a dream so big and loud, jumped so high, touched the clouds. Now, here's the first departure. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you go to the original, it's whoa, 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 whoa. Twice. You have to do that twice in succession. So it fills up the entire 4 beats, and then you got to do another 4 beats, and I don't have the breath for that. That's not going to happen. So I shortened it into whoa, 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 trying to keep the essence. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stretch my hands up to the sky. See, I got to take a big breath. We dance with monsters through the night. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, and that's whoa, whoa. And again, I cut that short. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. With 3 beats, it's C stop with 3 beats, and then a woo. Ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. And then the next verse starts on that last. So you got to have somebody else who's singing so that you can jump in on the next verse or cut it short. My life. Howl at the moon with friends, then the sun, and you're jumping to the next lyric with no chance to take a breath, and then you got to do two measures in a row. So really tricky to get the breathing right on this one, which I guess I've beaten that point into the ground. Howled at the moon with friends, then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, 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 whoa. All the possibilities, limits just epiphanies. Epiphany, that's a great lyric. How many songs do we have that have the word epiphany in it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. Ooh, 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 this is gonna be the destiny of life. Ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I hear it calling. There's a spot for a breath right there. Outside my window, I feel it in my soul. Stars were burning so bright. And these are all 4 beats. Stars were burning so bright. Sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. Oh. And don't start strumming until the response comes back. And then, ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. So, that's the whole song. I think we can play it through. We got time. Let me think. What time is it? Now, let's call that an introduction. We won't play that. We've got 2 more songs to do. We'll just call that an introduction, and then let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Best day of my life. American authors. Great sentiment, great lyrics, very fun, challenging for a person of my ilk. So if you did down, down, up, down, but you did it all with down strums, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. No ups, you're just going down. But the rhythm of, what is that? 1, 3, and 4, and 1, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and So that's the idea behind this. Yes, I know. Bob, what the hell are you talking about? Secret Sisters. I think Amy gave me this CD, again, a reasonably contemporary 2014, and really great harmonies and really cool 60s vibe, like an Everly Brothers vibe. And so they did it. So they're super. And so anyways, and they changed the strum. So I watched them play it live, not on the YouTuber. And they changed the strum up. And so one strum that they do is this. So it would sound like this. So obviously if you strum all the way through and try to come back 5 times, it doesn't work. So I'm just bouncing off the top 3 strings maybe. And if I hit the bottom one, great. And if I don't, tough noogies. And then when I get to this first chorus, I'm just going straight to island strum. Please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. Black and blue, worrying over you. And going right back to that down strum, that nice rhythmic. You steered a hole right through and back to island strum, kitchen floor, and wonder what you're waiting for. No, you'd rather be anywhere but here. Baby, listen. And there's your percussive strum again from Best Day of My Life. Just put your fingers over the strings, just do one. Baby, listen, have you forgotten all your promises? Simple magic and a quiet kiss. How did we? And this is another great song to get that thumb in there and emphasize that first beat. How did we go drown in these tears? Oh, I'm begging, please don't. So it's, island strum, it's 4 chords that we're very familiar with. The really, the odd part is the bum, 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 bum. And then right after that, please don't say goodbye in the middle of the sheet there. Then you've got, again, that bum, 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 bum. And then another 2 verses tied a ribbon. If you believe me, then maybe that's a full verse, but I split it up with a shaded area, so my bad on that. And then the chorus again, please don't say goodbye. And then the coda, every time the wind blows an old familiar tune. When I hear that door close, open it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping it is you. 2, 3, 4. Please don't say. And then we use that down strum with actual lyrics instead of just playing it as an instrumental. So please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, island strum, worrying over you. And again, 4 beats on the G. You. And then back to a stronger island strum finish. Please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. Ooh, ooh. And then carry it through. So that was a quick run through. Who's got questions? twice. See if we can pull this one off. One. I'll slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. That was abrupt. Were you ready? You stared a hole right through that kitchen door. Can't help but wonder what you're waiting for. I know you'd rather be anywhere but here. Baby, listen. Have you forgotten all your promises? Simple magic and the quiet kiss. How did we go drowning in these tears? Oh, I'm begging, please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. Tied a ribbon and I walked the floor. No, you didn't love me anymore. Your heart belongs to someone new. Baby, listen. If you believe me, then it's not too late. I'll be praying all the while I wait. I still belong to you. Oh, I'm begging, please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. Every time the wind blows, old familiar tune. When I hear that door close, hoping it is you. Please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. Please don't say goodbye. Give me another try. I'm black and blue, worrying over you. Secret Sisters, black and blue from worrying over you. Okay,
I have
now
a
this.
question.
Yes.
On the lines that end with you, the G,
Yes.
the first few, not when there's the slashes, but is it just a regular island strum on those?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Z,
So that's the scratching. That's the percussive strum. Where
okay.
You keep
If you said,
strumming. You keep strumming, but you just do 4 beats of percussion.
okay. And you probably explained that and I stepped away. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries. All good questions. Every question you have, somebody else had, so it's good that you stepped forward to ask. Okay, now, Folk-americana. Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie might go back to like the mid-1800s. captured in somebody's songbook, I think Edwin Chapin's songbook in like 1920 or something. Also known as the Cowboy's Lament. You may have heard it, many different things. The key to this is the riff. And I know. What you would like is you would like to do the C scale again. Okay, so let's do the C scale again. Open. C string is the C note. C. Double C is hitting it twice with your thumb. Third string. Boom, boom. E is the open second string. C, C, E. C, C, E. C, C, E. C, C, E. Then your F, first fret. I think you're still unmuted, Patty.
Oh, gosh, so sorry.
No worries, no worries. C, C, E, F. And then third fret, second string G. C, C, E, F, G. 3, 3, 2. Then the first fret on the 2 and the third fret on the 2. Aw, that's not bad. So that's C, C, E, F, G. You go all the way up on the A string, 7th fret, and that's an E, 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 E. That should make you jump up in your seat. E, E. E, E, 5th fret is a D. E, E, D. 7, 7, 5 on the first fret, first string, sorry. All the way down to the 2, 2nd fret, which is a B, and then a 3 to resolve. So it's E, E, D, B, C. 7, 7, 5, 2, 3. 7, 7, 5, 2. Oops, I did 3, 2, 3. Now you can, of course, lay your fingers down. So you could do, have two fingers on that first string, one on the 5th and one on the 7th. So when you pull away from the 7th, your finger's ready already. Take it down to the 2nd and put another finger down on the 3rd for the C, B, C. And the other thing you can do to be fancy, which is what it's trying to tell you up in that shaded... What shaded section, Bob? What are you talking about? Up in the shaded section. I'm glad I didn't have that there because you would have been staring at that anyway. Is it saying you can start out with C, C, E, C, C, E. You can slide from your F to the G. From 1 to 3. So that's kind of fun. And then your C on your first string, A string. You can slide from 2 to 3, from B to C. No reason not to give them all their equal due and play them as single notes to get used to the rhythm of the thing. But it is kind of fun to slide once in a while. So that's the riff. Questions about that? Because I don't think you're going to have too many questions about the rest of it. So we do a D minor, and we're starting C. This is to capture the interest of your audience. Nice and slow, and then do the riff. bury me now on the lone prairie. These words came slow and mournfully. I've got 2 full measures of C at the end of a lot of these lines. There's no reason not to stop and do a little a cappella from the pallid lips of the youth who lay. Again, the thumb strum on his dying bed at the close of day. Oh, bury me now on the lone prairie where the wild coyote will howl over me. Now, of course, you're going to get tired of playing C and D minor, and so you may want to, on some of these, do where the buffalo roams the prairie sea. Oh, bury me now on the lone prairie. And then the riff, in case anybody's attention is flagging. That brings them right back. The cowboys gathered all around the bed to hear the last word that their comrade said. Oh, partners all, take a warning from me. Never leave your own for the lone prairie. Oh, bury me not. But his voice fell there, and we paid no heed to his dying prayer. In a narrow grave, just 6 by 3, we buried him there on the lone prairie. And the riff, because now they are nodding off. And the cowboys now, as they cross the plains, have marked the spot where his bones are laid. Fling a handful of roses on his grave. Pray to the Lord that his soul is saved. Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the wild coyote will howl over me, where the buffalo roam the prairie sea. Bury me not on the lone prairie. 2, 3, 4, nice and slow. That was the Lone Prairie with the add-on, special add-on. What the heck are y'all doing out there? That was a perfectly good way to kill an hour and 15 minutes here in the Bay Area, out there in Minnesota. How's everybody doing? What y'all up to?
Oh, just fine, Bob. That was a nice and pretty one.
Yeah,
Just simple and pretty, very
well,
pretty.
well, classic.
Like
You
that
know,
chord melody in there. That's really nice.
yeah, what the heck? Do, do, do.
Very good session. Thank you, Bob.
Good to see you, Barbara. What part of the world are you in?
Ah, we came back yesterday and picked up our puppy sit.
Ah,
Got to show you.
how's that going?
Can you see him?
Look at him! Oh my
He's
God!
only three
Oh my
months
God!
old.
I'm in love. I'm in love.
He's 3 months old and he's awesome.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
The white dog is 3 months old?
Yes.
I think tan.
He's
There's a round mound of
yeah. He's a yellow lab, but
there's a
he's a
Oh,
tan
he's a
bunch,
real pretty color, real
tan
pretty
bunch of
mark.
love is what it is.
uh,
Good for you. Good for you.
Anyway, so we have until next Saturday.
Everybody good?
Oh.
You good? Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Great to see you all.
thank you, Bob.
You're so
Thanks,
welcome.
Bob.
Lovely lesson as usual.
Well, see you soon. Thanks so much for the kind words.
Bye, Kathy.